Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Go Bananas Comedy Club, Cincinnati's home for stand-up comedy. Tuesday night, are we ready to have some fun? We can do better than that. I said Tuesday night, are we ready to have some fun? All right. Couple of quick announcements before we get started. Please take your cell phones to the off and vibrate position. No table talk and no heckling the comedians, or you will be asked to leave. With that out of the way, make some noise for your friends and family that you came to see in the Funniest Person in Cincinnati contest. And help me welcome to the stage your host and MC for the evening, the very funny Lee Kimbrell.
Hello! Go Bananas on a Tuesday night. How the hell are we feeling? Make a little pop for me. You guys sound good, man. You guys are here supporting your friends and family, or maybe just stand-up comedy at large. So, make some noise for the comic in the back of the room, huh? Make a little noise for them. You guys are here. This is beautiful. We're doing it. Thank you all for being here, man. I am riding high today. I'm in a very good mood. I was walking downtown, and I just unbeknownst to me, I was clocked by a group of dudes. And from like 100 feet away, they yelled at me, "Hey, what's up, white Steve Harvey?" And I was like, okay, I know you're making fun of me, but I like it, you know? That fucking feels good. Okay, you guys seem fun. There's a good energy in here. I was fucking sneaking around the back of the room. I was behind the curtain peeking through like a creepy little Batman, trying to get a read on the energy in here. And you guys are fun. I like it. You were like making each other laugh, and saw a couple high fives. The conversation was good, you know? Because sometimes you peek in on the audience before the show starts and it's like 50 bad Tinder dates and 10 dead marriages. And you're like, damn, these people don't even like each other. But no, these, you know, they're not gonna like my dumb ass, but you guys are here to have a good time. We're nice and lubed up, man. We are. Anybody Uber here? That's my point. We're drinking and driving. Let's go, baby. Come on a fucking Tuesday. No laws, baby. First mile out of here is a parking lot. Who gives a shit? We're at a comedy competition. We're feeling good. We're feeling grand, dude. We get to do the voting, which is fun. And, you know, I think this goes without saying, but our servers can hear a whisper. So, no need to order at full volume, but, dude, we're 2 minutes into the show. These mistakes happen. We're okay. We're good. Normal comedy show. Little caveat, you came in here, you got your ballots. There's 13 names on those ballots. Those are comedians who have made it to the semifinals, and that's a big deal. So a little round of applause for them again. That's pretty good. That's pretty great, right? So all 13 of them are going to come up and do a stand-up comedy set, all right? At the top bracket, the amateur bracket, they're going to do 5 minutes. Bottom bracket, semi-pro, they're going to do 6 minutes. Here's the deal on that. Here's where you guys come in. At the end of the show, we're going to get all the comedians back up on stage. They're going to come up. They're going to have their moment in the sun. They're going to smile. They're going to Miss America wave. And you're going to put a name to a face. And you're going to vote for, here's the key, 3 amateurs. You got to vote for 3 amateurs. Not 4, not 2, not your friend 3 times. You have to vote for 3 different people in the amateur bracket. And you have to vote for 2 different people in the semi-professional bracket. If their bracket doesn't look like that, sadly, your ballot will be voided. So 3 up top, 2 down low. We're going to move 2 from the amateur bracket on to the finals that are here Tuesday, October 3rd, and we're going to move 2 of the semi-pros down here, and that's good. And this is a good time for me to remind you all to silence your phones. That's what a host does, man. It's okay. We're living up here. I'm glad you guys are here. I can only hope that most of you go home and have sex with each other. And I do wish that for you. Not you two, that would be fucking crazy. Yeah. Not with exactly the person you're with, but just in general. You come to the club, you loosen up, you start laughing really hard, you go home, I don't know. I wish it for you. That was a little dirty. I've just got sex in my mind. Sorry about that. I do. I'll admit that I do. Dirty talk has me really worked up. Dirty talk, it does. I've decided that it's a huge fucking red flag. People who are good at dirty talk in bed, especially if you're a dude, fuck that. That's a red flag. Whether you're with a stranger or someone that you love dearly, sex is like open and vulnerable, scary, right? You got your emotions out there on the line. If you can be cool during all of that, you're a rapist, you know? That's bad. Either that or a vampire, and I don't fucking trust you. Either one. I looked it up and I was like, what is good dirty talk? And it said that you should just speak from your heart and say what you're feeling in the moment. So I tried it, you know? I tried it. We were going. And I'm like, all right, yeah. What am I thinking about right now? Man, I'm trying so hard not to come fast right now. Oh, yeah. You're trying so hard to come, and that's what this is, isn't it? Good dirty talk should be silly, right? You can't be cool. Quit trying to be cool. Try to stay hard like the rest of us, you know? Good dirty talk should be silly and fun. Take you out of the moment a little bit. Take yourself a little less seriously. I'm with this wonderful woman right now. I'm crazy about her. She throws on a fake country accent. She hit me with this the other day. She just slams the door and she goes, "Okay, foreman. It's time to lay some concrete. And I'm concrete." And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? I was like, yeah, baby, yeah, you're a sidewalk. Yeah, you're a foundation of a house. Yeah, you're concrete, baby. You're concrete? You want me to write my name in your back while you're still wet? Okay, fingers right. Yeah, you're concrete. You want me to jackhammer you into dust in 48 hours? I was like, you're concrete. Come on, Lee, think. You're concrete. You normally get all mixed up by a crew of Mexicans. Yeah, I like that. I don't know why it's supposed to make me horny, but it's working, you know? Andale. I came andale there. But all right, man, we're juiced up. We're ready to go. You guys are a great audience, and you're ready for a great show. So, about to bring your first comedian up of the competition. Make some noise for John Lewis!
Pleasure, I am going to pull a rabbit out of my hat. You ready? Ta-da! Lady, I do that in Dayton, and they say, how did he do that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Snowball. Everyone say, hi, Snowball. And Snowball is, ladies and gentlemen, the world's coolest party animal. And Snowball's a good rabbit. Snowball! No. This is a squirt bottle. I love to freak people out. I like to go, watch this. But we'll go ahead and put Snowball away. Everyone say, bye, Snowball. Bye, Snowball. Ah! No. Here, let me get rid of these guys. And ladies and gentlemen, my name's John Lewis. I am the world's whitest white man. I look like the love child of Orville Redenbacher and the Pillsbury Doughboy. My face is so fat I can even do a Star Wars character. Jabba the Hutt. Or in later films, Carrie Fisher. And I've also got a product to sell. How many of you like to find Waldo? Yeah, I made one for people who aren't real good at this thing. But what I really wanted to talk about was, did you ever notice that dog breeds reflect their personality? I have a dog that just wants to guzzle beer all day and get into fights with strangers. It's an Irish setter. And then I have a German Shepherd that likes to attack a favorite chew toy. It's a map of Poland. And then I have a French Poodle that took one look at the German Shepherd and surrendered immediately. But I have an American pit bull that kicked the Germans twice. Yeah!
Yes, sir.
I have a boxer that likes to bite people. I call it Mike Tyson. I have a dog that's all sticky and covered in graffiti. That's a greyhound. I have a police dog, but all it wants to do is beat its wife. But here's one about dogs. Here is a stick figure family. A stick figure family. You like those? And here it is when they made the mistake of getting a golden retriever. But what I'm really here to talk about is what if the Beverly Hillbillies made a gritty reboot? How many of you like the Beverly Hillbillies? How many of you aren't that far off from the Beverly Hillbillies? So the Beverly Hillbillies, a gritty reboot. Here's the Beverly Hillbillies, and here is the gritty reboot. So here we go. Well, this guy named Jed, he's poor white trash. He makes meth for a living, and he makes a ton of cash. But now these days, old Jed's on the run. He killed a federal agent with a Cat-9 gun. Well, the FBI has Jed on their list. They're even calling him a domestic terrorist. He's a cold-blooded killer and meth crazy, but he's got more class than Duck Dynasty. Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed, don't you know? They caught up with him in Texas, and now he's on death row. Granny turned to Granny, joined the Proud Boys, Ellie makes a hoe, and Jethro died of a fentanyl overdose. Everyone say, yeehaw! I hope you get home safely. I live in a tough neighborhood. My neighbor came up to me and said, hi, my name's Pat, I just moved in. I said, well, that's good. He said, by law, I have to tell you that. So I said, good to meet you, Father Patrick. Well, my name's John Lewis. I'm going to disconnect my lifeline here. Hope you got your funny's worth. Thank you very much.
John Lewis. Come here. There it is, man. You gotta admit, opening your set by spraying water on a black lady's hair is pretty fucking bold, right? My God, I thought you were about to beat his ass, dude. That was fucking crazy. Holy shit. All right. It's the funniest person in Cincinnati contest. Very cool thing about this is people drive in from out of town. This young guy has come in from Bloomington, Indiana. Show him some love. Sohail Ali!
Hey, how's it going, guys? Keep it going for John, everyone. One more time for John. I think he fucks the rabbit. I just say. He's always got it with him. Always looks a little too happy. That's all I'm saying. So that's how I wanted to start. Y'all doing all right? Doing good? Awesome, man. Like Lee said, my name is Sohail Ali. Or as the TSA refers to me, could you step over to the right for a minute, sir? They don't like me there. The TSA has a sign up now. They have a sign that says the TSA does not discriminate against anyone based on gender, ethnicity, race, or religion. I'm like, that's cool, man, but it doesn't really help when it's your name. You know what I mean? Like, my only okay. Just check it. Like, I'm good in person, I'm bad on paper. It's real bad. Like, I'm not rocking a turban, I'm rocking too many vowels, okay? Like, it's my hill to climb. Yeah, like Lee said, I come from out of town, from Indiana, born and raised. Sometimes people don't believe me when I say I'm from Indiana. Exactly, yes. It's like, why would I lie about that, first off, right? It's not like I woke up one day, saw Mike Pence on the news, and was like, this guy's pretty cool. Where's he from? I grew up Muslim, though. I grew up in a Muslim household, which means I never smoked, I never drank. I know you guys were thinking we knew you weren't any fun. That's right. But instead of telling people that, I've just started telling people that I'm 25 years sober. Because then they're like, fucking congrats, man. Like, they're very supportive. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, just fucking more drinks for you, I guess. They give me a coin. All right, that's cool, man. My friend was feeling kind of down. He was feeling kind of down, and our one friend goes, you know what you should try? You should try coming out to our adult kickball league. Yeah. I was like, he said he was feeling down, not he has downs, all right? Like, listen, if you're offended by that joke, just know I have a cousin with Down syndrome. Best player on the team. You never seen a ball fly so high, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'll tell you, man, my parents are from Afghanistan, and that's usually the reaction that gets right there. It's never anything fun. People ask me, they'll be like, oh, so your parents are from Afghanistan, and you grew up here. Like, was that hard for you as a kid? Like, would kids say mean things to you in school? I'm like, yeah, but it was nothing compared to what my parents were saying to me at home, all right? Like the worst thing a kid would say to me in school would be like, go back to your country, terrorist. It was this guy, actually. This guy, I remember that shit was good, bro. Like, go back to your country, terrorist. I was like, really? Clayton? I'm the terrorist? Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna grow up and storm the Capitol, dude. So that's where I think he was headed, you know? It's hard, man, having parents from a place like Afghanistan, which basically meant that I couldn't complain about anything growing up. And I mean anything. Like one time I came home from soccer practice with a sprained ankle. My dad just comes up to me. Could have been worse. Could have been in a car bomb. I'm like, Dad, Jesus Christ. He was 8 years old. He's already gatekeeping trauma from me. I was like, also your wheelchair's on my jacket, man. Get the fuck out of here. All right. You guys are good. I got the life, man. I'll do one more. Get out of here. Like I said, it hasn't been easy, you know, growing up here. Like just the other day, someone told me that I look like Aladdin if he got no wishes. And I know you were laughing a little too hard right here. That's a little... Screw you guys for that, all right? I told him, I was like, Mom, that's not very nice of you to say. First off, I had to agree with her, though. I did. I look like Aladdin if he subscribed to Jasmine's OnlyFans. That's more the movie I'm in, you know? Jasmine's OnlyFans. You saw that, right? It's not a whole new world. It's a world of new holes there. All right, man. I'm so high on Lee. Keep it going for Lee. Thank you.
So high on Lee. Let him hear it, baby. Up here on his magic carpet. Hell yeah. All right. This next comedian, she also made a trip in. She came down from Louisville, so lock it in. Show some love for Bonita Ellery!
What's good, Cincy? Y'all good? Look at you, casket sharp, eating and drinking and doing cocaine like you don't have health insurance. Where's my 40 and over crowd? Make some noise. I'm gonna take that back. You remember the good old days when you be kicked back in your Ford Fiesta? For all you Gen Xers, that's a car. And you be kicked back and you be getting finger blasted by the star quarterback of the football team and shooting black tar heroin in your veins. Remember that? And now you sneeze too hard and you have degenerative bone disease. So my name is Bonita Ellery. My vitamin of choice is Plan B. I take it every day, it keeps my teeth white. 5 stars. So I'm an orphan, and my life is a bag of dicks. Let's talk about it, shall we? So my mom had 2 kids. My brother, she kept. Me, she put on layaway. No, it's fine. So I met my brother years later, and we're very close. He's a scientist. And so he says to me, he's like, Benita, what if we had met in a bar and we started dating? That'd be weird, right? I'm like, yeah, but you're not attractive. See, I got all the beauty, and he got raised by a cunt. If you have a special event that you would like me to attend, and it involves me using a roundabout to get there, this bitch ain't coming. Roundabouts are like the lazy Susan of Satan's asshole, right? And then there's parallel parking, which I can't do. And ladies, back me up on this, please. Every time that we attempt to parallel park, a man will magically appear and have to mansplain how to do it. Cut your wheel the other way, lady. You're gonna hit that truck. Yeah. Well, I might hit that truck, but I know where my clit is. Yeah, read the room, Bartholomew. Speaking of clits, I just came back from getting my eyes examined. And wouldn't this be great, ladies, if men took that same approach with us in the bedroom, right? So it's like, better here or here. A or B. I'm trying to date now. Dating's hard. I like my men young, legal, but young enough that he has to put his finger under every word when he reads. Did you guys hear that Barbie got engaged, the doll? Did y'all hear about that? So she comes in a box with Ken, and the caption says, "She said yes." And I'm like, wow, this bitch gets engaged, and I can't even get a text back from a motherfucker who I let snort coke off of my tits in the bathroom of an Applebee's. Thank you guys. I'm Benita Ellery.
Give it up for Bonita! She said the C word. I don't even say the C word, and I said rapist during my set. That's fucking crazy, dude. All right. We're keeping this train going, man. Everybody on the rest of the show, they're Cincinnati comics, so make some noise here in their hometown for Spencer Eddingfield!
Hello, Go Bananas. How's everyone doing tonight? Good, good, good. First off, I have to apologize. I think I might be just a little overdressed, but they say you should dress for the job you want. And I want to be a game show host for Nickelodeon. I'm thinking either that or maybe a used toy car salesman. I think, what do I have to do to get you in this big wheel? Yeah, honestly, anything's better than my actual day job. It's not very interesting. It's not exciting. I work at Men's Warehouse. Just kidding. Did not get the job. They thought I looked too young. Instead, I work at Boys Warehouse. Boys Warehouse. You're gonna love the way you look. I guarantee it. It's good to be here. A lot going on in my life. I recently made the mistake of coming out to my family that I do comedy, and they try to be supportive, but they don't really get it. Like, they've seen me do it and they go, oh, okay. So what is this then that you're trying to do, the suit and everything? Are you trying to be the next John Mulaney? Is that it? No. I'm gonna be the next Steve Harvey. All right? I think I'm gonna be perfect for it. I have the hair, I'm doing stand-up now. Once I'm bald, I'm gonna be the next host of Family Feud. I mean, honestly, look at me. Name one thing about me that's different than Steve. Okay, so there is one thing about me that's different. I don't have a mustache. But aside from that, I think it's gonna be perfect. I was recently on a date with a girl, and it was going well. We were chatting back and forth. She was asking a lot of questions, and she was talking to me about, how I have autism. And I said, I do? and she says, yeah, don't you? And I go, why do you think that? And she goes, never mind. And I was very confused. I was trying to figure it out. I think I figured it out. The reason that she thought I have autism is because she has huge tits. I couldn't maintain eye contact. I just could not look her in the eyes no matter what I tried to do. That's gonna be, I think, my new go-to move, is just blatantly staring at a woman's chest. Yeah, no, I have autism, so. Yeah, no, this is just autism. This is prescribed by a doctor. It's actually ableist to say my eyes are up here, so. Gotta say, I really appreciate some of you laughing at the things that I'm saying so far. That is definitely one of the nicer things you could be doing for me right now. I hope you don't drop the ball on this next one. All right, I'm just gonna get right into it real quick. You know how you want to kill yourself but you can't because your mom's still alive? Yeah? We all know that totally normal feeling, right? Like you would if she wasn't around, but man, she's been doing yoga, cutting out red meat. You're gonna have to tough it out for another 30 years. What can I say? Her pulse is my prison. See, you guys get it. You're fun. It's just a joke, probably. What am I doing up here? What is this? Just doing bits, man. This isn't comedy supposed to be. You know what? I've been trying to write more relatable material, so I'm going to test a few things out on you. I think this has been fun. So let's see what we got. Do you ever get a blowjob so good you have to wipe your ass afterwards? God, I miss her so much. I want somebody... Oh, why did I write this? I want somebody to stomp on my cock like it's the eye in the Pixar logo. Is that relatable? Is that relatable comedy? Am I actually bi-curious, or am I just horny and alone? That one's not written down. But this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Copenhagen. Let's keep the show going.
Spencer Eddingfield, huh? Loved his mom. All right, let's keep it rolling. Make some noise for the next contestant. It's Gabby Lowry!
I know y'all like to stop clapping early, arms get tired, 40 and up crowd. When I get to be 40 and up, I hope I get to do shit like this too with my significant other, Try to hold on to my girl as long as I can. Just a confession, But everybody doing just okay? I usually don't ask white people how they doing, Like, you should be okay, This me waking up white. Privilege. I'm telling you. Every day I'm like, today's a Target day. I'm just walking in Target for no reason. I was trying to figure out what the hell white people are doing at 2 p.m. at the Planet Fitness, and I was thinking, white people don't work. They can't be. But then I'm not doing the same thing either. I'm like, wow, I'm at the Planet Fitness at 2 p.m., But I'm not really working out. I just go for the mirror. I like to flick up. I'm telling you. But yeah, my name's Gabby. I'm 23. You know, you might be looking at me thinking, oh, she loves anime. I fucking don't. I'm fucking cool. You know, I'm a fucking great person. You might be looking at me too like, oh man, she has a plethora of white women on her roster. It's not true either. My life isn't that bad. You know, I got good credit. You know, I got tiny lips, so you might think I love a white woman, but I really don't, you know. Like power, you know, every single day. Man, this summer was hot. And I was thinking, man, if hell is gonna be this hot, I might suck a dick or two. You know, I might have to do it. So, I might have to. Hell's, boy, this summer was hot. Wasn't this summer hot? It was hot as hell. I was like, damn, I might have to start sucking dick, you know? So I've been experimenting on my palate. I've been eating more blue cheese. You know, I said, let me prepare myself to start sucking dick, you know? Drinking kombucha, gotta get my gut health right. You know? You feel me? Like, I'm thinking if I'm gonna be sucking dick, I might as well get it ready, you know? So, man, but I don't think I'll mind hell though. You know, it's gonna have all the gays there, all the celebrities you can think of, Prince is there, you know? Like, who wants to go to heaven with all those bald little cancer kids from St. Jude? You know? Those bald little bitches, you know? They're just like, God, I'm tired. He's just like, that's too damn bad, you know? I'm not fucking dealing with that, those bald little bitches. And also, I'm allergic to dogs, so dogs go to heaven. Why would I want to go there? You know? So fuck that. But man, But man, during the day, I'm an accountant, you know. I got hired based off diversity and personality, so you know, I just go up to white people every day and say, how you doing today? How you doing? And I just make white people feel good all day long. You know, that's just what I do. How you doing? Yeah, here, floral shirt. Here we go. Yeah. I trust the man in colors because there's probably some woman like, you know, that pink shirt with those green trees really brings out your eyes. You know? He's dressed by a woman, I can always tell. You know? When my dad got married, his wardrobe changed too. I said, wow, somebody finally loves you, you know? Definitely wasn't gonna be my mom, definitely wasn't gonna be her. But yeah, I'm telling you, my girlfriend's a product of, she's a birth control baby. So that means her mother's birth control failed and she's here. So, you know, that Roe v. Wade shit, I'd be like, no! I'm like, yeah, you never know. Never know all the bitches I'm missing out on, you know, through pro-life. Telling you. How y'all doing today? You like FC Cincinnati? You love soccer, don't you?
I like her a little.
I can tell by your long hair you love when the wind blows when you run and playing soccer. It is true. I'm telling you, white people be running. I be like, what are we running for? Sport? You know, I'm telling you, I be so confused downtown when they be on the street. I be like, damn, where are we going? I want to chase a white person one day too while they running, you know? Really get my money's worth, really get their money's worth, you know? Shit like that. Imagine that. You see just a fat bitch running, you think it's something bad. Something bad. Think about it, you see my fat ass running, you might need to pick it up too. Like, fuck, where we going, bitch? Where we going? Like, no, there's just a taco truck at the corner. And it's delicious tacos. But man, everybody have a great, lovely night. That's been my time, you know. Everybody have fun. Give it up for your host, Lee.
Gabby Lowry, let her hear it, Gabby Lowry. All right, guys, we have 3 comics left in the amateur division. Give it up for the first of the 3. Make some noise for Stephen Bear!
Give it up for all the comics you've seen tonight. Come on now. All right, I'm glad everyone's feeling good. I'm honestly a little bit pissed. Someone told me that I looked like I spent all my trust fund money on NFTs. I have one NFT, okay, so what? No form of transportation. I got my car stolen. Have you ever gotten your car stolen before? Well, you know then that it will really challenge your political ideology. Like before I got my car stolen, I was a pretty progressive guy. Like the only thing I wanted was social justice. Now the only thing I want is criminal justice. I'm pissed. I was at the Black Lives Matter. We were all there. I was out there yelling, fuck 12. Now I'm like, fuck 12, please help me find my car. I was yelling, defund the police. Now it's been like 4 months. They haven't found shit. I'm like, someone's got to fund those guys. Goddamn. But it's good. You know, I'm 6 months sober. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. 6 months sober from intimacy with women. So it's been lonely. I've been drinking a lot. I feel like it's definitely easier to pick up beer than it is to pick up women. Because it's not like Coors Light's telling Miller Lite that I got a small penis, you know? Miller Lite's down, you know? Miller Lite's like $3, you can do whatever you want to me. Use me as a spitter, I don't care. Have some respect for yourself, Miller Lite. To give you guys an idea of my financial situation, for me, looking at my bank account's a lot like looking at my penis. I don't like to do it. And every time I do, it's like, damn, there was more there last time I checked. Don't you hate when it gets cold outside and your bank account shrivels up? It's the worst. It stinks. You know, ladies, they're looking for a guy who's like financially stable, sexually clean. Those are the two things. This girl was asking me the other day, like, you have any plans for the future? Like, do you have a Roth IRA or anything? I was like, ew, gross, no. I don't have any STDs. You think I'm out here Roth dogging? Come on, dog. But as you guys can tell, I'm an intellectual powerhouse up here. Don't laugh, don't laugh. I was actually editor-in-chief of my high school newspaper. Well, homeschool newspaper, but still. The local news needs to be reported, okay? This just in, Dad's a dick. Nah, my dad's cool though. He's cool. He's like radical. He's like extreme. He's a radical extremist. He doesn't think skater babes should be able to bail on their pregnancies. He doesn't think skater bros should be able to grind on each other's half pipes, if you know what I mean. My parents, they have mixed, you know, support. They have reserved support for me doing stand-up comedy. I'm sure they would prefer that I be like a state senator or something. But really, I think they're just happy I'm not rapping anymore. I remember when I told my dad that I wanted to do stand-up comedy. It was hilarious. He was like, don't you need to be funny to do stand-up? Don't you need to be supportive to be a father? I guess they're letting anyone do it. All right, guys, I've been Stephen Bear. Give it up for your host, Lee Kimbrough.
Let him hear it, baby. Stephen Bear. Hell yeah. All right. We got two more in the amateur division, guys. Make some noise. Get it up for David Browerman!
Hey. Clap for Steven again, by the way. Let's do that. Let's see, I'll start by showing off my wedding ring. It's a fun way to start a comedy show. I always make sure I show it off at the start of the show because my wife insists that I do. Yeah, hell yeah. It's the most energy I'm gonna have the whole time. All right. I show off my ring because my wife insists, because she does not want anyone to hit on me at comedy shows. And I am not brave enough to tell her that that has never happened once. I would like to seem dangerous, you know what I mean? Let's see, a lot of people have been telling dirty jokes, and I don't really have any dirty jokes. I'm gonna try, just to kind of fit in here. Clap if you have gonorrhea. One in the back, maybe. I think I heard. Okay, I'll do something else. Gonorrhea if you have the clap. You guys just don't get it. Okay, we're gonna move on. Let's see. Obviously, we're married, so things are going well with my wife. But every once in a while, I have a few hiccups still. Like, it's in my own mind, though. Like, her last boyfriend's name was David. So if she ever says that name in the bedroom, I'm not totally sure she's talking about me. So I'm trying to figure out how to get around it. So it's like, hey, babe, maybe if you feel like it, just throw out a middle name. Maybe a middle name. You know what really turns me on? Just my whole social security number. That gets me real revved up. Let's see. Lee said my name very well. It's David Brorman. But I feel like it's difficult for some people to say, so I've been thinking about maybe picking up a stage name to make it easier. I think I'm going to go with Jeff. That's the end of that one, in case anybody wants to know. Let's see. I used to work at, we'll just call it a fruit-based tech company. I want to say their name. I think we all know what I'm talking about. But this is just a, a sidebar. Don't ask me to fix your phone after this because I'll just erase it. I ruined a whole bachelorette party that way once, so don't ask me to do it. Don't tempt me. But yeah, I worked. We'll just say Apple. They don't give a shit what I say, right? You guys all know what we're doing. Yeah, but I worked there. It's mostly 20 and 30-year-old men. That's the most of the demographic of the employees. But there were two guys in their 60s who never spoke to each other except for once a day. And it was really weird because it was the same thing every day. One would get there and say, hey, how you doing? And the other one's like, Monday, right? Only time they talked all day. And I feel like that's all they needed, and they understood what the other one was getting at. And I was like, shit, I think I unlocked a way to talk to old guys now. You guys don't agree. But it worked with my father-in-law. I can finally talk to my father-in-law, and it's great. Because we went over on the weekend, and he was like, how's everything going, you guys? And I was just like, Saturday, right, buddy? And he lit up. I didn't know he had that many teeth. That's how I couldn't believe how big he's smart. He told me about he got in a fist fight at a Jay Giles concert. It was awesome. Who knows Jay Giles? Clap for me. Who cares, right? Let's see. Jay Giles is great. It's fine. See, we'll move on to another old guy. My grandpa is 94, and he's starting to lose it just a little bit. It's not so bad. Like, he'll do normal things. Like, he'll wish me happy birthday on Facebook. Totally normal. But he'll do so in the comment section of a Bob Evans post. And I'm just kind of like, do you want to go to Bob Evans? It's my birthday. You're paying, Jack. Let's hit it. I don't know. He's just weird. I mean, getting older, it happens. He'll just like complain a lot. Like when we get to Bob Evans, he's just like, why isn't there a senior citizen menu on here? I'm 95. I fought in Korea. I deserve to pay less for my breakfast. I was like, Grandpa, it's Bob Evans. The whole thing's a goddamn senior citizen menu. I'm the one who's not supposed to be here right now. Didn't you see I had to pay a $25 cover at the door? All right, that's it for me, everyone. Thank you.
David Browerman, let him hear it. David Browerman. All right, your final contestant in the amateur bracket. Make a lot of noise for me. It's Connor Tweo!
Hey, keep clapping. I'm the man with the name you just said. Keep clapping. Awesome. Drown out the sound that's in my head. Perfect, please. Just in my head all the time. It's Seven Nation Army by White Stripes. Just you guys have heard music. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't treat me like I'm the only one. You guys know Sublime too. Fucking I don't practice Santeria. Yeah, I knew it. I clocked this half of the room as the cool half that smokes pot and shit. You guys are fucking lame. I'm hanging out with these guys. But dude, do you guys remember in high school, the hottest thing a girl could be was like into Sublime? Cause it's, that was you? Yeah, cause you don't know where that night was ending, but it was definitely gonna involve cigarettes and hand jobs, for sure. Dude, I've got a 5-year-old daughter. In 10 years, if she comes home with a Sublime tank top, I'm gonna be like, dude, I stayed in the picture just for the worst case scenario to happen. Man, dude, I do. I've got a stepson as well. He's the man. We've got a really good relationship. Dude, he's the man. He calls me Silly Connor. Sorry if you want to be Silly Connor, you can. That's me. You get it, brother. But I've been thinking, dude, I should probably get one of those shirts. You guys know the shirt that I'm talking about. It's like, I'm not the stepdad, I'm the dad that stepped up. I'm gonna get that shirt, and then I'm gonna wear it when we go and pick him up from his loving and supportive father's house. That way that dude's like, all right, man, what the fuck? Silly Connor, you get it, brother. Dude, I mentioned having a daughter. That means I have a kid's mom. That's how that works. I did more than hand stuff. No big deal. But I remember I was with my kid's mom around the time that the Bengals drafted Joe Burrow, and she had the thought that everybody across the city of Cincinnati had. She was like, I want to have sex with Joe Burrow. I told her, I was like, man, first of all, if there's ever a chance where you get to have sex with Joe Burrow, please do it, rock his world. Whatever it takes to get us a Super Bowl, I'm a lifelong fan. I honestly deserve this. What she heard was go fuck the manager of a Good Feet store. That's around the time I started just drowning everything out. That's around the time that started, dude. I read recently that they think that like monkeys took mushrooms and that's how they like developed consciousness, and monkeys took mushrooms and that's how we have all of this, which is so crazy because anytime I've ever taken mushrooms, the only thing I can think is how bad all of this sucks. I've never taken mushrooms and been like, you know what we need? Homeowners associations. We need school levies. We need fucking... Shut the fuck up! You are drowning out the... And that's crazy. That is 24/7 in my head. Why are you talking right now? Jesus Christ. Just in my head all the time. You guys are part of the group that John Lewis paid to be here. The funniest thing he could do was pay all these people to be here and still not win. That's the funniest thing John Lewis could do. My goodness. This is crazy. I'm just not getting enough sleep. They let me volunteer at my kid's school. That's crazy. They're like, we can't pay you to be here for obvious reasons, but you can volunteer. For sure. Shut the fuck up! My God, did you not hear me the first time? God damn. All right, you know what? We won't do a talking bit. We'll do a clapping bit. Clap your hands if you guys knew it was a black guy that invented peanut butter. Yo, that's crazy. Come on, dog. You at least gotta lie in this situation. My God. Dude, first of all, I did that joke one time in Indiana, and a white guy was like, yeah, man, they invented peanut butter on accident. And I was like, that's the most racist thing I've ever heard. And you said 0 slurs. How did you do that? It was a black guy that invented peanut butter, but we can all unanimously agree it was a white guy that invented putting peanut butter on your dick and having a dog lick it off. That's just our shit. Take care.
Connor's wheel, let them hear it. That concludes the amateurs, guys. Make some noise, huh? That's all of them. All right, while we're making noise, make a little noise for our waitstaff with me, if you will. All right? Coming around here soon. Riley and Ellen, please show them some love at the end of the night. All right, this show rages on into the night with your first competitor in the semi-pro bracket down from Columbus. Make some noise for Ian Miller!
Keep it going for Lee, everybody. And someone tell Connor no more cocaine. All right, can we? That was wild, and I have to be next. You guys should just check an X by my name right now as the sympathy vote. I shit you not, I was about to come up here and do a joke about peanut butter too. So it is just really tough. Gotta change my whole set. It was hilarious. It's okay. Don't feel sad for me. It's already weird enough in this room right now. All right, I'm just gonna get the fuck in there. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Ian Miller. Before I was a comedian, I was an MMA fighter for 7 years, and I was very bad at it. So my entire career was based around the quote that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. But it turns out when talent does work hard, it's a real motherfucker. It's not a good time, dude. People ask me all the time, they're just like, hey, Ian, what's better, telling jokes or fighting? And the answer is fighting the answer is telling jokes like every day. I'll give you a couple of examples, right? Bad night at telling jokes, Connor freaks out on the crowd right before you go up, right? That's all that happens, right? Thank you. Bad night of fighting, somebody beats the shit out of you in front of your friends and family. And that's like 1,000,000 times worth. I didn't even know this, but apparently, you get more girls with comedy than you do in fighting, which is crazy to me. But apparently it is less attractive to be angry, violent, and poor than it is to be funny, depressed, and also poor. So things are really working out for me, guys. I'm really happy about it. Oh man, what else? I'm from Columbus, like they said earlier. Fun thing about Columbus is that like 90% of the women in that town are bisexual, which is really cool. And I moved there 9 years ago, and not a single time have I been caught by surprise when a woman tells me she's bisexual, except for one woman, and that woman was my mother. What's up? Yeah, dude. I was like, holy shit. She was like, don't tell your brother. And I was like, hell yeah, favorite kid. What's up? What's up, dude? And then I was like, can I tell a bunch of strangers? And she was like, go for it. And I was like, fuck my brother. Am I right? And here's the reason why, and I know it's the reason why, is that my brother's a cop and my mom doesn't fuck with the police. Like, that's what it is. And I think it's gonna fuck with his job because my entire life, my brother's wanted to be a detective. And I'm just pretty sure on his detective interview, he's gonna go in and his boss is gonna be like, hey man, great service record, but we can't let you be a detective because your mom's bisexual. And he's gonna be like, first of all, she's not, and second of all, that doesn't disqualify me from being a detective. And then his boss is gonna be like, first of all, she is, second of all, everybody but you knows, and third of all, you can't detect shit, son, all right? Get the fuck out of here right now. Dude, that's just how it is, man. My brother's cool, but his wife hates me a lot. Yeah, dude, a lot. And you're going to be on her side in like 30 seconds. Here's why, right? They were having their first child, and they didn't know what they were going to name it. It's a little girl. And she walked up to me, and she was like, Ian, we finally figured out what we're going to name the baby. And I was like, oh, that's great. What are you going to name it? And she says, Paisley. And then in my head, I'm just like, that's the most white trash name I've ever heard. It's all right. I told you you'd be on her side. But outside, I was like, that's beautiful, right? Because I'm a good guy. And then she goes, yeah, we're going to name her Paisley Rose. And that's when out loud, I was just like, that is the most white trash name I have ever heard. Like, if she were about to roll into a strip club at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and she walked in and she was like, hey, my name's Paisley Rose, I want to be a stripper. They'd be like, great, first things first, let's tone that name the fuck down, shall we? She'd be like, all right. Okay, last joke. Round of applause, who in here's had a colonoscopy? I was gonna say, not to shit talk that dude's friends, but I saw your hair when you came in. Couple of you got them. For those of you that don't know what it's like to get a colonoscopy, I'll give you the rundown. 2-day process. Day 1, you drink a gallon jug of industrial strength colon blow and shit out everything you've ever eaten. Not great, not the worst part. Worst part comes on day 2. Day 2, they shove a camera, or a doctor gets you, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna shove this camera 26 feet up your ass. Silver lining, I can now say I'm 25 feet gayer than anybody you've met, which pretty impressive. One time I was doing that joke at a gay bar, and a dude in the back row went, hey man, you're not gayer than me because you took 26 feet one time when I've taken 1 foot like 1,000 times. And to him I say, you right? What else are you gonna say? Anyway, still not the worst part. Worst part for me came in the recovery room, right? I was hanging out, and this lady walks in, she's like, hey Ian, the procedure went great, you can leave as soon as you pass gas. And I was like, that's fine, I don't have to fart. And she leans in and locks eyes with me and is like, I can make you fart, which is weird, right? But before I could say anything, what she did is she leaned in, pushed in on my stomach, twisted the right side of my body over the left, and for 75 seconds, nothing but air came out. Fucked up part is she never broke eye
Ladies and
contact.
gentlemen, give it up for your host, Mr. Lee Kimbrough.
Ian Miller, baby, let him hear it, let him hear it. All right. I did not know how I let this fly. I don't know if I didn't see it or not. Goes with absolute saying, you know, don't be on your cell phones at all. But by all fucking means, don't take a fucking phone call in the showroom. Okay, you know. I know that energy already got weird in here, but you know, I just figured I'd come up here and make it worse with a shaved head, right? That's a little scarier, right? I'm not scary, I just kind of look like Jesse Pinkman, you know, it's fine. All right, we're good, dude. We've got 4 comics left in the semi-pros, we're doing the voting. The vibe is good. Do you remember earlier when I was up here talking about what I say while I have sex? That was good memories, right? We're at a fucking comedy show. The comedians have been funny all night. Make a little noise for them, huh? What do you say? All right, here we go. We charge on into the night, baby. This guy came in from Western Kentucky. Make some noise for Jeremiah Martin.
What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight, guys? Hell yeah. Like he said, I drove in here from Western Kentucky, as far west as you can go. It was about a 5-hour trip, man. And that trip always fucks with me because there's a time change from Western Kentucky to here, you know? Because like when it's 7 o'clock here in Cincinnati, it's 1984. In Western Kentucky, you know what I'm saying? Like Duran Duran, Reaganomics, and Hulkamania is still huge down there, you know? They're saying their prayers, eating their vitamins, waiting on that trickle down, brother. There's 0 trickle, man. I gotta tell you, it was a fucked up drive getting here. I'm pretty sure I got behind every shitty driver that exists on the way here. If you ever got behind somebody such a shitty driver, it changes your worldview based on the bumper sticker they have on their car. It's like, you know what, since you waited the last minute to merge, I will not coexist with you. Go fuck yourself. I don't care how crazy the letters are. I'm out of here, you know? I'm not normally for animal extinction. I got behind this one car. They refused to use their blinker. So according to their bumper sticker, I now hate sea turtles and I hope they all die. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you using a straw tonight. Doing the Lord's work, people. Hell me, I got so pissed off I just started drinking Capri Suns all day, every day. Hell, I even started snorting cocaine just so I could use more straws, you know what I mean? Coke's pretty fun too, I don't know if you ever done that. But I need you guys to do me a favor, use your blinkers, get me off the blow. You're my rehab, folks, help me out. It was an adventure getting here, luckily I love adventure, I like doing new, interesting things. I did something a couple weeks back. I went down to Tennessee and I wrestled a black bear in the mountains in Tennessee, people. Yeah. Mountains is a gay bar in Chattanooga. It was a fucking blast, man. Turns out he was also the cocaine bear, so we lasted a long time, folks. It was good shit. But like I bitch about shitty drivers because I'm a good driver. I don't block intersections. I let people in and out as you should. It got me in trouble the other day though. I was at an intersection, let a couple cars out. It was my turn to go, so I went. And when I passed by, I realized there was a car I hadn't let out. Now the 2 cars I let out were 2 old white ladies. The 1 car I didn't let out was an old black lady. Yeah, fuck with me. Because look, I'm not racist, but I know my accent is. So shit like that messes with me, you know, really fuck with me. So I went and killed those 2 old white ladies. Yeah. Definitely much rather be known as a serial killer than a racist, you know what I mean? One will get you canceled, one will get your own show on Netflix. I feel like the murder's gonna do it over my comedy here, folks, so I gotta do something, you know? But I'm living in Western Kentucky now. I just moved back there. I'm staying with my grandpa. He's my roommate. He's 92 years old, and so I'm helping him out, you know. And it's a trip, man. He's got a little touch of dementia. We make a great dynamic. He's got a little touch of dementia. I love smoking weed. Yeah, so we can have the same conversation every day, and it never gets old. You know what I mean? We're just constantly trying to figure out who put the milk in the drawer and the cereal in the fridge, you know? Nobody, it's just constant, you know? But another reason I moved back home besides helping my grandpa is that I'm broke. Anybody else never broke? Yeah. How the fuck y'all happy about that shit? You must be good at it or something, man. I'm horrible at it. I actually talked to an attorney about filing for bankruptcy, and he said, Jeremiah, just know if you do that, your credit score won't be over 525 for at least 10 years. Yeah, that's what I said. I said, holy shit, if I file for bankruptcy, I get an even better credit score? Fuck yeah. Finally, I get approved at Rent-A-Center for that beanbag I've always wanted. So I go back into debt, but at least I'll be comfy. You know what I mean? I work some shitty jobs, not be broke. I got a job one time at this really cheap eye doctor. It was a really cheap eye doctor. You know the machines they have that blows a puff of air in your eye to check and see if you have glaucoma? They just hired me to be that machine. That's how cheap this place was. It's a manual air puffer. Somebody sits in front of me, I'm just like, does that feel like glaucoma? Then I give them 2 for flinching. Good thing is I smoke a shit ton of weed, so I cure the glaucoma as I test for glaucoma, people. Yeah, basically a scientist, if you think about it. But I hope you guys drink tonight, have fun. It is a fun night, let's drink. Be responsible if you can. If you can't, who gives a shit, just have fun, you know? I had to slow down myself. Anybody else here been so drunk for a split second you think the mirror behind the bar is a TV? You're like, God damn, this is the most depressing show I've ever watched in my life. I feel like the main character's got some issues he needs to work through. Anybody else ever been so fucked up your face recognition on your phone doesn't work? Then you realize you're staring at a pack of hot dogs. Like, who's Oscar? Text that motherfucker back. Maybe this happened to some of y'all tonight if it hadn't happened before. You ever woke up, looked over, and there's a complete stranger laying next to you? And you're like, oh, gross. Hope my friends don't find out about this. They'll make fun of me for days, right? This happened to me a couple weeks ago, and it hurt my feelings when she said that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My name's Jeremiah Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your host, Mr. Lee Kimbrough.
Jeremiah Martin in from Western Kentucky. All right, coming to the stage next, make a lot of noise for Gretchen Schultz. Come on.
Oh my God, hi guys, wow. Hi, people have been asking me lately what my pronouns are. But I feel like I disappoint them with my answer. I'm a she, her. I feel like I'm just disappointing people over here. Like, I know, it sucks. But no, I'm just a she, her, you know. I get it though. I do look like I would be pissed off if you did not ask my pronouns. I do definitely give off that vibe, but no, I'm just a she, her with a they, them haircut. Okay, that's all I am. That's all I am up here. I got my pompadour ponytail, ready to party. I do identify as she, her, but I don't like to say that, you know. I don't like to walk up and be like, I'm she, her, you know, like I feel like it's not my place, you know, like I went on a date with this guy, and he, in the middle of the date, he was like, oh, by the way, I'm a mailman. No, I left. I got up, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. It raised a red flag. A tiny plastic red flag. It raised it right up there. Dude, yeah. I do run away from men a lot. I've had some pretty bad dates. Like I got with this one guy and he didn't have a bed sheet. Yeah, he did not have a bed sheet. And it was so unfortunate because like I got to his place, he was hot, so hot, and it was so great. And we started making out on his futon, and then he was like, do you wanna go up to my bed? And I was like, yeah. So then he took me up the steps of his ladder to his bunk bed. I mean, he's top bunk, that's a dom, so that's pretty cool. But when I got up there, yeah, I was like, where's your bed sheet? And he was like, oh shit, well, I actually just got this mattress from my neighbor last week, so haven't gotten a bed sheet for it yet. So I made him wear a condom. I don't normally do that, but yeah, for him. I'm like, if you're gonna raw dog sleep, you're not gonna raw dog me, dude. Jesus Christ. And yeah, I did fuck him, okay? I did. He was hot. He didn't really need a bed sheet, so it's fine. But no, a lot of guys that I've been getting with have been giving me the ick or whatever, like a couple weeks in, you know? And I'm just getting tired of men, to be honest. I think I'm done. Yeah. Because I'll find out like one of three things in a couple weeks, you know. I'll always find out he either has anger issues, mommy issues, or he's poor. And I can't do it anymore. I just can't, okay? Men are like, they're like umbrellas to me, to be honest. Because once they open up, I can't get wet. Unless they're broken, then I get soaked. It's so unfortunate. It really is. Speaking of getting wet, clap if you remember Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, we all remember it, right? It was like the 9/11 of hurricanes, right? Like, we all came together as a country. We'll never forget it. It was caused by Bush, you know, just like 9/11, you know. But it was a bad hurricane for sure. But I just like the name a lot, you know, because we still support it. It's been like 18 years since this happened, and we're still donating money to it, which is crazy. But I think it's because Katrina is like such a cool name for a hurricane, right? Like that's a memorable name. I read last year there was a Hurricane Nicole that came through. I'm like, what are we doing here, Nicole? That's what we're naming hurricanes now. I've never met a Nicole that's been wet, so how can this be possible? What the hell? Are there any Nicoles in this audience? Clap. Oh, that was dry. All right. Called it. Yeah, no, I definitely, I think that we need to switch up the names, and I think I know how. Like, what if we start, like trans people, they give themselves really cool names, right? So I think that we should start thinking like they do. Yeah, with hurricanes. Yeah. Like, I think that we should have like a Hurricane Zephyr. It could be cool. Or we could do like Tropical Storm. Storm. Yeah? And we could just do this in one state, guys. It could just be one state. How about Florida? How about we send them all to Florida? Because they're not going to want to get railed by a trans hurricane, right? They're going to look at it and say, that disaster's not natural. But I want them to get blown by hurricane rain with 2 M's. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks. That's been me.
Gretchen Schultz, winner, Eric. Gretchen Schultz. We've got 2 more comics left in the competition. They're both in from out of town, in from Noblesville, Indiana. Make some noise for Eric Sublime.
Hi guys, welcome to the Baha Men concert. Oh god. So in 1992 something, 3 things happened to me that changed my life forever. 1, my dad had a heart attack. 2, I turned 9 years old, and 3, Mortal Kombat was released on the Super Nintendo. So, like I said, my dad had a heart attack. My dad was a guy who worked in a shipyard, he welded, he worked really hard, he worked a lot of hours, didn't take care of himself, and stressed the fuck out all the time, right? So he had a heart attack at the age of 45. So, when he had the heart attack, he quit smoking, cold turkey. The doctor was like, you have to quit smoking, and he's like, he used his magic fucking dad powers and was just like, done, right? So, after about 3 months, my parents take a vacation so he can relax. And they go away and they leave me at home with my siblings, who are all older than me, which means I was left home alone. And so, like I said, it just passed my 9th birthday and I really wanted Mortal Kombat, right? But my parents were poor, so I didn't get those things. So when my parents moved away, I scrounged change from the couch. Anyone ever scrounged change for shit? So I scrounged change for the couch, but I was clearly not having enough money to buy a video game. So I was searching around my parents' house, and inside my parents' closet was a solid steel piggy bank, right? It was yellow, my dad had welded it himself. There's no way to get the money out, only a small slit to get the money in. So for the next week, I proceeded to sit there with tweezers and pull out nickels, pennies, dimes, and if I got $1, you thought I just ejaculated. It was fucking awesome. So I go, and I finally get enough money, and I walk over to the video store, and I put a bag of coins, $75 worth of coins, on the counter, and I tell my cousin, give me Mortal Kombat. And she knows that I don't have any money, but she also was just like, okay. So she sells it to me, and I go home, and I'm playing Mortal Kombat. A couple days goes by, my parents get back. So when my parents come home, I hear them, and I go and I lock my door, right? So I lock my door, and I hear my parents, and they're milling around the house, and I hear my dad going over it, and then all of a sudden I hear, God damn it, Eric! And then he's knocking on the door, Eric, open this. Eric, open this fucking door. And so I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and pretending I'm not there. Right, but I still want to play Mortal Kombat, so I'm quiet, but he can still hear. Whoopsies! Right? He can still hear that shit. So finally, he kicks the door in, and I drop the controller, right? And he comes in and he starts beating my ass with the belt. It's the only time I ever got the belt. He's hitting shit at me. And he's talking to me about how that's the money that he would save instead of buying cigarettes. Right? And how that's his work. He's doing something good, and I took that from him. Right? He's beating the shit out of me. I don't know if you've ever played Mortal Kombat, but if you leave the controller alone, the computer slowly kicks your ass. Right? So I'm laying there, and he's beating me, and my eyes are I'm streaming tears, and I'm watching this health bar slowly take down. Right? And I'm just saying, no. And then he reaches back like he's mad. He's like, I told you not to take my things. And he reaches back, and as he reaches back, the game goes, finish him. And my mom's in the other room, and she goes, no! And I start laughing my ass off, right? And so my dad, I think he thought he beat me senseless. So he stopped, right? And he walks out of the room, and my mom comes in, and she's like, consoling me, you know? And a few, like 10 years later, my dad actually died. You know, it's okay. Everyone does. So 10 years later, my dad dies, right? And I realized in that I didn't know my dad very well. We didn't have a lot in common. But that night, he and I did have something in common, and I really wish I had a chance to tell him, you know, that he and I had something we could share. And that was that day, neither one of us could successfully complete a fatality. You know? I'm gonna, thank you. I'm gonna leave you with this. We're in a like a time where we're about to run into shit where people are gonna start arguing at holiday parties, right? People are gonna start yelling at each other on Facebook again and shit. We're gonna get to that point again very soon. But as a person from the United States, and I think everyone else from the United States, most people in the United States, I believe we can get behind one thing. You guys okay if I tell you what that is? Yeah. Okay. That is fuck Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Have a great night, guys.
Eric Sablon, let him hear it. All right. We've got one more comic rounding out the competition. Everybody make a little noise up from Lexington, Kentucky. It's Alex Hernandez!
What's up? The show's just getting browner and browner. Let's have fun, all right? Y'all ever notice Labor Day always kicks off Hispanic Heritage Month? Hispanic Heritage Month starts next week. She's like, no, it's okay. Are there any Mexicans in the building tonight? I can tell that was a white girl from a mile away. I appreciate you trying and lying. I appreciate it. It's okay, it's cool. Away game, you know what I'm saying? Y'all laugh like the Mexicans in the back can hear you. That's crazy. My God, man. Yeah, man, I'm Mexican, but I grew up in Kentucky on a horse farm in a trailer because when you buy a Mexican family, you have to house them too. See the black people laughing? Open up your assholes like I just fed you salsa. See, okay, here's the thing. Look, I had a friend tell me the other day, white guy. He goes, Alex, I hate talking to you because I know whatever I complain about, your life is way worse. I think that's crazy to say because I live in the suburbs. And he lives in his car. But I did grow up on a farm, dude. I grew up on a farm. That's actually my first job. I was 11 years old. I know what you're thinking, but child labor laws don't exist if you can't read them. I worked with all my uncles and all my cousins. One of my uncles, he was my boss. I fucking hated the job. My uncle made me work so hard, I wish he would have touched me instead. Less hours, same pay, easier on my knees. That guy knows what I'm talking about. He's like, I applied. No. I'll tell you when the fuck I realized I had to get the fuck out that farm, bro. It was 7 a.m. in December. We're bringing in all the horses. It's cold as fuck, right? My uncle, he said, Alex, go get the Vaseline and the gloves. I said, I was just kidding about the touching me thing, bro. He's like, no, dumbass. Paco is gonna show you how to do one of the jobs. That's not racist. Paco was his name. So Paco comes back with gloves and Vaseline, and I look over, and my uncle, he's got this big ass horse named Fernando on the chain, right? And Fernando's just 7 a.m. in December, it didn't matter to him, brother. We could go snowboarding, motherfucker. And then, okay, so Paco's like, all right, this is all you gotta do. And he just fucking wipe me down. Just going fucking crazy, right? He's like, Alex, are you watching? I said, don't look me in the eyes. I said, I quit, I can't do this. My uncle was like, what's the matter, Alex? You too much of a man to do your job? All right, listen, here's the thing. I'm not scared of no dick. Okay? But have anybody here been kicked by a horse? Yes. Yes. It shit hurts. It broke my hand one time. You know what I'm saying? I do that wrong, he's breaking my face. Probably with a nut. You know what I'm saying? I look over, Fernando just whack me down. But my uncle, what, Alex? Too much of a man? I said, get both of your dicks out right now. I'll go skiing. I still starve. Y'all are disgusting. A little bit about me. I'm married. Yeah, you see this? This is an activity ring. Because men are too stupid to have real ones nowadays. Unhappy people in relationships over here. That's what I got. No, dude. I'm just end it like this because I just need to get this off my chest, okay? Like, my wife, a bad motherfucker, bro. Bad motherfucker. She just beat cancer. Tough bitch. She beat cancer, beat the shit out of it, bro. She had it in her neck. Probably been sucking too much dick. We've been together a long time. But, okay, so I have to joke about it, bro. Going through that shit is hell. You know what I'm saying? Hell. But now that we're like on the back end of it, she's recovering really well. It's all gone. Like, we feel lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually kind of excited to get back in there. It's gonna feel like I just moved into a new condo. You know what I'm saying? All right, my name's Alex Hernandez. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for Alex Hernandez, and if you were a comedian on the show tonight, please step on up here, okay? Everybody, get back up here. Make some noise for the comics, man. That's who you saw tonight, man. That's who you saw tonight. The voting, I know you've probably already done some voting, but the voting officially begins now. So, get everybody up here. I forgot my cheat sheet, so I'm just going to read off of yours. Thank you for doing, I don't have to do it upside down. Give it up for this guy. Oh, here we go. I got one, but here we go. All right, make a little noise for everybody that you saw tonight, including John Lewis, Sohail Ali, Bonita Ellery, Spencer Eddingfield, Gabby Lowry, old Stephen Bear, David Browerman, and Carter Twill. Those are your amateurs. Make some noise for your amateurs tonight. And the semi-professional bracket, Ian Miller. Ian Miller. That's what Ian Miller looks like. Jeremiah Martin. Gretchen Schultz. Eric Sablon. And Alex Hernandez. All righty. There we go, everybody. Okay, lights are going to come up a little bit. Vote, vote, vote. Remember, you can only vote for 3 people up top in the amateur. You can vote for 2 people down low in the semi-pro. 3 up top, 2 move on. 2 up top, 2 move on. Once you've got your vote cast, go ahead and hold it up in the air. Somebody with a bucket will come and put it in the bucket. Cast your vote, hold it up in the air. Song I wrote. All right. If you still got a ballot, hold it up in the air. We'll wrap up this voting process. And then we will send a bunch of comedians in the back to count, so it's going to take all fucking night. So lock it in. I kid. It'll be quick enough. But little do you know. Cast your ballot, friends. Cast your ballot. Thanks for coming back down. Oh yeah, surprise. More comedy. I know. Did you hear that in the back? The woman went, "What? No!" We're good. A lot of energy to burn off, man. That was a fun show. This is both people talking about how good the show was and then also talking about parts they didn't like. That's natural. I get that. Hey, does everybody want to know what the worst thing in the world is? It's what I'm doing right now. And you guys have been a great audience, and I'm not trying, I know, listen, sometimes a long comedy show in the dark on a Tuesday can feel like a hostage situation. But I don't know, I want Stockholm Syndrome or some shit, okay? Let me back in, let me back in. Okay, here we go, we're here. I'll address something. I did snap earlier. I'll admit that. I snapped at the young man taking a phone call. That was you. Dude, you showed up right in time, man. I snapped at you. Sorry about that. You didn't notice? Oh, well, thank you. I just feel like I didn't fully represent myself. I'm actually a pretty sensitive guy. You guys want to know the 2 things that made me cry this weekend? Any guesses? Taxes? Dude, when you make $8,000 a year, they don't really even check on you. You're good. I have nothing for them to take from me. It would be a crime. You know? Not taxes. The Bengals losing, that was a rough one.
Hey, Who Dey? I don't care.
Still Who Dey, I'm still wearing it, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah. Who Dey, that didn't make me cry. Didn't feel good about it. You know the first thing that made me cry this weekend? I saw a man flying a kite really well. You ever done that? It wasn't random. I was at a kite festival, but I did fucking cry, man. It was so good. That guy was just riding the wind. I could cry right now talking about it. You know the second thing that made me cry? A very old tree. Just fucking took me out, dude. So now that you guys see that I'm a human being, I just want to say to you, sir, man, that if you ever take a phone call on a comedy show again, I will hunt you down and shave off your eyebrows. So the threat was just semi-violent. but life-altering, so don't do it. Yeah, dude, we're fucking feeling good. Most of Cincinnati folks in here, everybody, locals. That rocks. I'm not a local. I'm starting to feel like one. I've been up here for like 9 years, getting going on it. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky originally, but I love Cincinnati. A woo for Lexington. All right, cool. Who would have thought the table that acted bad was from my hometown? Very fun. No, I'm kidding. Y'all are great. I'll stop prodding it. Yeah, you're right about that. But yeah, I love Cincinnati, man. I fully like take on. I do the Cincinnati native thing where you take on Jungle Gyms as like your own property. Oh my God. You know, when you're like, you know, you've got a friend coming in who's never been to Cincinnati, and you're like, well, I'm taking him to fucking Jungle Gyms. And you walk in the front door and you just hit him with, you're just like, I mean, look at it. Like you laid a brick. We all claim it, dude. It fucking rules. Jungle Gyms is the shit, man. Their fish section, you can ride one of the fish. Did y'all know that? They got an aquarium, man. And you can eat them and ride them. It's fucking cool, dude. I do love it. International Food Market right here in our own town. Fucking rocks, dude. But if it wasn't truly an international food market, wouldn't most of the aisles not have any food in them? Oh no, the truth! Not the reality of things. Served in the form of a joke? No! You're just walking around and you go down aisle 17 and you're like, oh shit. Just like an angry kid with an AK-47. Like, ah! He's like, I'm the Captain Crunch now. He just starts taking shit out of your fucking... It's a rough one. I wish I had something whimsical afterwards, but I don't really. Yeah. Is there anything that anybody would like to talk about? You guys were a pretty good audience. You really were. It got a little chatty at times, but that fucking happens. It is funny how much comedy means to comedians. It really is. It means so fucking much to us. There are people on this show that are going to drive 10 hours round trip to do this. Yeah. Give it up for them. That fucking rocks. You know? To come here and do this. It does rock. That's why we get all worked up about it, man. It's fucking cool. This is a good show. A couple months ago, I did a comedy competition in Lagodi, Indiana. And I came in second place, which felt pretty good. Thank you. I lost to a guy who went by Stank Williams Jr. and he had never done comedy before. He was like, oh shit, man, this shit, man, that fucking looks easy, dude. You're gay as hell. Let me fucking take a shot at this, man. And then he did. He beat me. Dude, you wouldn't you know. Stank Williams Jr. Stank Williams Jr. That's like a good, I don't know. I love like drag queen names. Gretchen was up here talking about it a little bit, but there used to be a show in Cincinnati that was called Stand Up and Drag. And it was like a combination. It was like a lineup of like drag queen, stand-up comedian, drag queen, stand-up comedian, drag queen, stand-up comedian. It was just like a parade of the most fucked up egomaniacs you've ever seen in your life. It was like, oh, look at me, I'm special. And then also the drag queens were annoying, you know? And I got booked to do the show, and it was sick. It was fun. I was excited. I showed up, and I was like, you know, fuck it. I'm going to do stand-up this time. So I was going to the venue. Side note, how fucking good would I look? Yeah. So good. I look kind of like a lady with no hair, you know? That's why I grow the mustache. I do have feminine features. Let's see it, bitch. It's like 8 hours of makeup. I can't just be like, give me some cooked spaghetti. I'll throw it on my head. How do I look, darling? You know? No, thank you for the support, though, I guess, you know. You know what I mean? It's funny. But I got booked to do the show, and I went, and I was doing stand-up comedy, and it was a very fun show. And I was excited, so I went and I bought some show pants, you know. I went and bought a new pair of pants. I went and bought some skinny jeans, because I figured, you know, hey, I might as well be a little gay on this show. So I went to TJ Maxx and got some skinny jeans, and I got, and all day long, I was like complaining about them. I was like, this shit hurts. I don't like how these feel. My ankles can't breathe. I can't move. I'm all constricted. And then I got to the comedy and drag show, and I saw all the girls getting ready. And I was like, no, these things breathe. I'm fine. I have nothing to worry about. No duct tape involved in me putting these pants on. I'm good. My dick is fine. And it was, yeah, the drag names, that was funny. The one that comes to mind is I came in and got fully razzed by a woman who went by Sarah Jessica Darker. She was a black lady. It was good. It's just like a joke that I like, I don't know. I should have something to go with it after my own, but I just said hers. The makeup, you were talking about me getting ready, and the makeup would take so long. Makeup geeks me out. My mom was never really into it. She used it on me, oddly enough, when I would get like a pimple or something before I'd go to school. Which I guess was nice, but then I don't even know. I've never really thought of it until just now. But, you know they do animal testing for makeup? Like makeup is really, really, really consumed. And they gotta do, like, I don't know, it just seems kind of weird that makeup, it can't be safe enough from the go to just start on humans, you know? Like someone's job is like putting lipstick on a monkey or some shit. Why is it like what's the worst thing that's ever happened? Like somebody's just giving an orangutan like a nice smoky eye. And they're like, oh, well, its eyes exploded and it died. Back to the you know, back to the drawing board. Just putting lipstick on a fucking chimpanzee, and they're like, oh, it's dead. Sorry, ladies. Because they test everything so hard in this country. Everything, before it gets released to the public, it's tested so hard, besides the COVID-19 vaccine, of course. Oh, shit. Truth again. You know? Other than that, they were just like, no, I want $50 billion. Give it to me. That's what they said. But then, like, all these monkeys and shit will die during the makeup testing. And then, of course, these same big-ass companies, when PETA gets mad at them and stuff, they're just like, oh, those monkeys died of pre-existing conditions. It's like, probably not, dude. Maybe you got some sick monkeys. Maybe it's Maybelline, you know? It was cute the whole time. From the commercials, bro. Rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett, is what I think when I look at you. I like that. I like that, man. Rest in peace, James. Man, it must be a tight race back there, huh? It is hard to count. It is hard to count. We've already cracked the egg. I don't know. I feel kind of safe saying it now. I got the fake Vax card. I didn't get the Vax. By the sound of your voice, I think a bunch of you did it, but most of these people not. You know? I don't know. It's a hard read. And bringing it up is, you know, it's awkward just because everyone's stoked either way, or they're not stoked either way and they feel like super bummed about it. And then guys like me come up here and talk about it, and then it's like, oh geez, it's like it's on 2020 all over again, dude. Wait, you know, whatever. But I got a fake Vax card, and I was like so like dumb about it, and egotistical about it that on my fake Vax card, I just got one shot of Johnson & Johnson and no boosters. Like it wouldn't have even worked. It'd be like being in college and getting a fake ID that says you're 19 years old. I was like, yeah, I got it, but fuck you though. I don't even want to come in. And then I would just go and cry so loud in my car that I even considered the idea of going to therapy, you know? I did. I Googled it before. I'm making moves. And who's your favorite actor, ma'am? Or anybody. I'm sorry. She was like, no, I don't know. Denzel Washington, Chris Farley. Hell yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Tom Cruise. These are all good. Who thinks we can name every actor? Who wants to play a game of name every actor who's ever been in a movie or TV show? John Lewis. Oh, there you go. Sorry, buddy. Voting's over. Shut the fuck up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're good, John. No one ever gives, like, people give Air Bud credit, like dog actors and stuff. But I've had enough of it. Horse actors don't get any love.
Secretariat.
Mr. Ed. She went with like the talking horse. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, Mr. Ed, that makes sense. I was thinking, okay, yes, you're right. That is a horse actor. Probably the most prolific. I'm talking about like, okay, like when you see a horse in a movie or a TV show. The horses from Lord of the Rings thought it was real. Do you know what I'm getting at? Like, they're not actors. They're not in, like, SAG-AFTRA. They're not, there's no writer's strike with horses. They're just modern day horses chilling. Like, think about the horses that were in Lord of the Rings, dude. They just woke up like a normal modern day horse every, like, good normal life. They get trained to, like, run and jump and shit. And then they wake up, they get like a sugar cube, maybe some oats.
That's it.
They get brushed with a hairbrush made out of their own hair. You know how baller that is? Then they get loaded into a trailer, normal day. They get attached to an F-350 and then towed down a paved interstate, normal day for a modern day horse, you know? And then they just get let loose in a field and have to battle a bunch of orcs for Middle Earth. And they're fucking scared. They gotta be scared. They're not acting, they're reacting. You know? I want this to resonate because it will literally change how you watch horses in film. I know it's a hard one to connect on, but dude, keep it in your brain. When you're just thinking of a horse who's just beating it up, going towards fucking Sauron, and he's just looking at his buddy like, dude, what the fuck is going on, man? Dude, you tell me if there was a wizard on my back, right, man? What the fuck? It's a long way to go to act like a horse and get out of breath, but thank you for that. Thank you. How are we not done? How are we not done? I purposefully tuckered myself out on that one. Yeah. Okay. Phil, give it up for Phil, man. All right, baby, let's get on with it. If you're a comedian and I say your name, come up here and bask in some glory, baby. Amateur division, first person moving on, Spencer Eddingfield. Second amateur moving on, David Broverman. All right, hell yeah. Moving on to the finals on August 3rd. Your last comedians moving on to the finals, Gretchen Schultz. Gretchen Schultz. And also moving to the finals on Tuesday, October 3rd, Alex Hernandez. Here they are. Here they are. Look at them go. Big noise. Thank you all very much for coming back. We got shows here Tuesday through Sunday. We really appreciate you all coming out. Get home safe. I've been Lee Kimbrell. Make some noise for your winners.